Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, April 17th, 2018. This is Jennifer. I come to you today from my almost completely finished sewing room. I showed you guys a tour last week and I want to thank you guys for the feedback. I really do love the new layout. I'm starting to get a hang of where everything is and I love being able to walk all the way around my cutting table. That's been fantastic. Another thing that I figured out is I can put my ironing board right up against my cutting table and use the cutting table to keep my quilt tops off the floor. So that was really great when I was ironing the top and the back for Rainbow Cascade. So that was really great to be able to do that. So that's a little thing that I just wanted to share with you guys. I have a tiny bit of show and tell for myself today, and then I have a whole lot of Fat Quarter Lotto stuff. First, I want to share this little embroidery project I did last week. I had promised my sister some time ago that I would embroider some towels for her kitchen. So I have to tell you this, these towels, I bought them at Ross, and they were a 3-pack, and I want to show you what happened when I pre-washed them. So when I washed them, they shrank to 3 very different sizes. Oops. But she's not fussed about it, so I'm not fussed about it. And she has little sea turtles, and I did a sleeping cat on this one. I did not do anything on this one because it already had a design on it. These were free embroidery designs that I found online, and if I can find them again, I will post a link. I have started saving the names of embroidery designers and websites in the name of the file because when I first started using my embroidery machine, I didn't do that. And like this one I downloaded when I first got my embroidery machine. I have no idea where it came from. This one, I have the name of the designer in the file name, so I know where this one came from. So I will share links to these. And now all of the amazing Fat Quarter Lotto packages I have received. As you guys know, April is my birthday month and I like to celebrate by giving you guys a gift. So this is the 4th year I've done the Fat Quarter Lottos. People send me Fat Quarters and then your name is in a drawing to win the whole lot of Fat Quarters. Also, this year I added where you could send orphan blocks for the Linus Connection and get an extra entry, and that has gone over amazingly. I showed you guys the big stack I'd received last week. Well, this week, not only did I receive this gorgeous quilt top from Jules Shepherd, I received a completed quilt from our very own Crystal. She did some free motion practice on this, and in real life, it is amazing. I cannot believe this was a practice piece. Crystal, it's freaking gorgeous, and I cannot wait to give it to Linus on Saturday. I've received numerous packages from Talk to Me Tuesdayers, including a massive package of fabric from Abby. Abby sent all of this with instructions to share fabric with Linus and to add some to the Fat Quarter Lotto, and she doesn't even want an entry. Look at this, guys. Is this amazing? The fun thing is there's actually pearly brown fabric in the stack. In addition to that, Abby sent me this completely awesome happy birthday tiara, which you're gonna have to wait till next week, but I will wear this in my video next week when I'm announcing the winner for the Fat Quarter Lotto. I received more orphan blocks. Some of those orphan blocks were from Laura Ost, and she said that they came from her mom's stuff, and her mom is 89 years old now and just moved into a retirement home, so she is not any longer sewing. Also from Laura Ost, she sent me this awesome little goodie bag that has candy inside and a little bit of fabric for me. From our very own Jennifer R, I received some goodies to pamper my feet. You guys know I have terrible feet. I've had surgery on one, we'll probably have to have surgery on the other, and we'll probably have to have more surgery on the first one. So this is a beautiful thing. Thank you, Jennifer. Jules Shepherd also sent a really beautiful panel for Linus. And from Lori, I got a scrubby to clean my cutting mat, and I've had something like this before and I wore it out. I've used it for years. It cleans out all the little stuff that gets stuck down in the cut marks in your cutting mat. So much stuff, guys. My current count for Fat Quarters, not including what Abby has sent, is 61, and that, I mean, you saw what she sent. I'm going to sort it out into a pile for Linus and some stuff for the Fat Quarter Lotto. Guys, it's going to be a good drawing again, and I think we'll make 100. I really do. It is only Tuesday. I haven't checked my mail today. The deadline's not till Saturday, and you know, if anything comes on Monday, I'm going to throw it in. I just like to make the deadline a little bit beforehand so any stragglers show up in time. Aside from Fat Quarter Lotto and just all of this craziness and doing a little bit of embroidery, I have started a brand new project. It's sort of a secret project, so I can't really tell you what it's for, but I will show you little pieces of it. This is the block that I'm making, and it's a little something I designed in EQ. This is inspired by the memory quilt that I did for Courtney's mom a couple of years ago. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. So anyway, this is entirely Stonehenge fabric. I'm using 2.5-inch strips, and I'm doing like sort of like jelly roll race, but I'm not making the whole quilt top at one time. I'm doing several strips, and then I'm doing pairs of strips, so I get get this cool angle in here, and then I go back and sew the pairs of long strips together, and then I cut the 12.5-inch pieces. So I have a ton of these made where they're just in pairs like this. This was my practice one just to make sure that what I was planning to do was going to work the way my brain said it was going to work. I will get all these pairs put together, and I have all of the squares for the corners cut. So what I'm doing here, I'm drawing a line and then I'm sewing the square on, and then I'm doing another line like a 1/2 inch away, and then I'm cutting in between it so that my offcuts are already sewn into squares. So for example, this is a square that came off of a corner. In fact, I think it came off of this corner. You can see where that would have been here, and I would have sewn that on, cut it off, and then this is the offcut. These I don't know what I'm going to do with, but I'm just making them into squares so I don't have 6 million triangles, because I don't want to sew bias edges on triangles. So I have a bit of a deadline on that project. I will show you a little bit more progress as I go. I don't know if I'll be able to show you the finished quilt the moment it's done, but I will certainly show it to you. Like I said, it is a secret project and it is a personal project. It's something that has been on my list for a couple of months now, and I'm kind of under the wire now, so now I have to get it done. So that is the thing that I'm working on right now. It's what a crazy couple of weeks I've had. It is lovely to have Rainbow Cascade off being quilted, which we'll talk about more soon. I love that my room is done. I'm gonna get to see my kiddo on Saturday. We're going to Dallas to see the concert that he is not only in, but he's part of the organizing body that has put the whole thing together. So I'm really excited about that, which means I get hugs from my son. So super happy about that. And then my birthday weekend, we're actually gonna go out of town. My husband's taking a class and I'm going with him because it is in Alpine, which is where we met. It's where his family is from. It's where we went to college. It's where I met Jules. I mean, Alpine is just sort of, it's a piece of my heart lives there. So even though he's going to be in class and I'm going to be kind of doing my own thing for a couple of days, it's just, I think it's going to be a nice cathartic rest for me, and I'm really looking forward to that. Don't forget, next week is the Fat Quarter Lotto drawing. I can't wait to give away all these fat quarters. Don't forget to stop by Phantom and Stitches tomorrow for Alita's Quilt Along. Her Art with Disney project is going great. Her blocks are so fun, and I know Rainey, for one, is participating, which is amazing since Rainey is also getting ready to move. So I love that you're taking a little craft therapy time for yourself, Rainey. I did have a little Free Pattern Friday last week. It was a pretzel, which I had designed years ago for a friend, and I just decided it needed to come out again because for some reason I just felt in the mood to share that pretzel, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. A quick PS, because I completely forgot to mention that Friday was the Stranger Things Design Invitational. There were 23 brand new Stranger Things patterns, and our very own Rainey contributed the bulk of those. You can find that on Fandom and Stitches. Just scroll back a couple of posts and you'll find it. You guys have a wonderful week. Have a crafty week. Make sure you're posting your videos, and I will see you next week. Bye.